Haaland hat-trick, Man City 3 points, but biggest contention there, Nathan Ake's goal, should it have stood, should it have been chalked off?
Absolutely shouldn't have stood. Akanji was clearly in front of the goalkeeper and he was in an offside position, and the law says if the player interferes with play and it's advantageous to the goal scoring team, it's definitely an offside. I think Marco Silva definitely has cause to complain there. He was very upset at the end of the game, and even Haaland agreed with him, said it was offside and it shouldn't have been given. I don't think it would have changed the course of the game. Man City were just too good for Fulham, but when these
Fulham would disagree with you. It was 1-1 at the point.
But when these decisions start going against you, you feel the system is against you, and that even when you do play well, you are not going to get the result because it seems the top sides are always favored. And Man City on the day were very good. They were really impressive. We saw Erling Haaland back to his goal-scoring best, and he has a very good supporting cast with him. We saw Sergio Gomez, who doesn't usually get game time for Man City, but even he has come in and then showed his class.
I'm surprised he's actually not getting game time. Really good player that they got.
He's a good player, but City have a lot of those good players. Wow. You've seen Kovacic come in, and I think he stamped his authority. This is one buy that City did really early, and you can understand why. He's come into the midfield and provided another element, not just the passing. Of course, you can't replace that goal scoring of Gundogan, but he's come in with very good passing, and he's able to advance the ball a lot more than
he recorded an assist.
Recorded an assist too, and all this is adding up to a City team that has quality on the pitch in their starting lineup and also on the bench to bring on. A lot of people joke that City have two teams that could win the Premier League easily, and I completely agree with him. Julian Alvarez, he doesn't usually start up front as a number 9. He is a number 9.
He started for a lot of teams.
I think people don't realize that Julian Alvarez is a number 9. But he's been forced to play as a supporting striker because of how good Erling Haaland is. He's definitely, as you said, going to start for any other team up front. And he is a quality player that City can afford to leave on the bench because of the quality they have. This is City's title to lose. You can't doubt that. The other teams are showing their worth. Spurs, Liverpool, Arsenal, as we saw today. But this City team has so much quality on the pitch, off it, and their manager is arguably the best in history. You have to be perfect 100% of the time, every single week, if you're going to keep up with this City team.
Well, they got 3 points in the bag. Like Edwin said, you have to be perfect. Pep Guardiola was away for a back surgery, so he missed the last 2 games they played. They still managed to win those 2 games anyway. Coach, just snap thoughts on the game we witnessed. I thought that the incident affected how Fulham perceived the rest of the game, and so
it did.
Yeah, I don't know. These decisions always affect how you play.
It did. Without a doubt. Look, I watched the game. I was
juggling
in between the 2 games, and I remember very well saying that Fulham are making this very, very interesting. Because if you look at the manner in which Marco Silva has arranged his team, he set them out there, clearly acknowledging that Man City should dominate the ball. The one thing that was so beautiful about Fulham, anytime they got the ball, they made City work for it.
Yeah.
And if you want to make life extremely difficult for these big teams, you don't turn over that easily to them. You don't do a lot of turnovers.
They look like they were really up
in
for the game.
And the City score in less than 5 minutes, they equalize. That goal, without a doubt. At times, some of us look back and say, come on, I think this game would be better off without VAR, to be honest with you, because the actual problems that we thought VAR would come in and solve.
It's not solving.
Week in, week out, they are more or less
getting them wrong.
And making the thing look so obvious, a clear error. And at the end of the day, you ask yourself, those guys in that room, are they sleeping? Are they, or do they have a different rule to all of us? What is the problem? Because you cannot tell me, go back to the video again. I was told that Ikanji was not in the sight of the goalkeeper. He need not be in the sight of the goalkeeper.
Once he moves,
he was in a clear offside position. And you could see his leg move towards the ball. And it was after he moved towards the ball before Lennon
was
reacted.
able to dive,
Clearly, if he was not there, that was a simple save for Leno all day. I saved that ball all day. Leno will do likewise with chickies. So I was wondering, how on earth could you say this wasn't an offside? So that clearly, see, it is Man City. You don't want to give them any form of advantage. Already, at parity, they are dominating. They are pinning you. They are suppressing you. They are all over you. Get them to earn the right to win the game. So for me, understanding football, I would clearly tell you that goal
impacted
the rest of the game. It completely got the manager annoyed. Tactically, he refused to think. It got to the players, and they all just went heads down. The moment their heads went down, it was a one-way traffic.
Yeah.